What's up, going frying pan people? Welcome back to the kitchen. I hope you guys had a good week. I won't even pretend. I am miserable. I'm miserable for many reasons. None of that. Well, one of them is valid. Most of them are not. I have cold sores right now, and if you have cold sores, you know how miserable they are. They're not even like awful. They're not the worst thing in the world. They're just like, they're not good. They're not good. They're not good in any regard. But I do believe that I have a conversation set up for this week, and it is in the making from last week, as a matter of fact. Actually, I don't know why this is invisible. Metal Gear. No one hears a word. Anyway. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, last week I had a conversation topic that I was gonna, discuss, that I was gonna talk about. Then I didn't, because well, no, I did, and then it didn't matter because, the audio just cut out for some reason. But I think I could do that this week. I could definitely give it a shot. So basically, if I recall correctly, what I was talking about last week was okay. I don't actually remember what I was talking about last week. What was I talking about last week? It was something to do. I think it was expectations, like the Bo Burnham song. Not the one where he tells you to kill yourself, but the one where he tells you that no one will love you, so don't care. Lower your expectations. Why do I have the stock bone saw? What in the world? Whatever. How did this guy even die? Get up. And okay. Anyway. Oh! I remember what it was. And you know why I remember what it was? It's because I have a physical media that helps me remind me, because I'm a physical learner. Dude. What? Well then. Anyway, let's try this again. Let's go at it again. What's up, going frying pan people? No, I've already done the intro, but yeah, I have the physical media. I have the physical thing here. So last week, for those who don't remember, and I guess this actually is more fitting this week than it would have been last week, because I actually have it planned now. Oh, oops. No, we got this. We're fine. We got it. We're goated. Anyway, yeah. It's forethought, and the reason why is because last week I went to the mall and I got a little game. It's called Resident Evil 4. And I got it for the GameCube because those who don't know, Resident Evil 4 was originally released exclusively on the GameCube, before it was then released on like every other platform known to man. And that's because it was a great game, genre-defining game apparently. And the GameCube, while people look back at it like, whoa, this had some of the best games ever, Wind Waker, Pikmin, what were some other GameCube classics? Doesn't really matter. It's a very retroactive console because at the time, the GameCube sucked a lot, and if you know anything about Nintendo, you know that. I know so much. I'm so smart. But anyway, yeah, I've watched Scott the Woz. But it's true. It initially came out for the GameCube, and so that's what I bought it for. I bought Resident Evil 4 for the GameCube, and it's actually really nice because it has like the game manual, which I always love. The game manual. That is just such a nice thing that, I mean, I'll be honest. The first time that you don't even necessarily realize that you miss it, but it's definitely different not having it, But I bought it despite the fact, and here's the thing about it, right? I do not own a GameCube. I don't even own a Wii. And if that's not like, for those who don't know, ow, Okay. The GameCube, the Wii is basically just a GameCube, but like again. Ow. Alright, well there I go. The Wii is just a GameCube, but standing up straight and with motion controls. And so I don't even have that. I have a Wii U, but I don't have a Wii anymore. And now I'm sure you're asking, why, oh why, Dr. Derp Gamer, why in the world would you buy a game? I didn't only buy Resident Evil 4, I also bought Pikmin for the GameCube. And I'm sure you're asking, why, oh why would you ever do such a thing, you stupid idiot fool? And let me explain it to you. That was kind of mean. But let me explain it to you first. It's because I know that I want to play it. And not only do I want to play it, I want to play it, like, I want to play it, on the original hardware. I think it's cool. I really like the GameCube. And I have, like, all of the other gear. I just, like, don't have the console. And the console is, like, obviously a very important part of it. But it's not every part of it. Wow, this wave is, like, basically done already. What in the world? Anyway. Oh, yeah, that actually, that explains it, yeah. Sorry, I realized I just stopped talking last round, and so now we're at this round. I'm just, you guys have no idea. The video that I made was so good, but I can't keep talking about it, right? I've realized that. I've talked about it, and I've talked about it, and I've talked about it, but it's never gonna come back. Okay, can we die? It's never coming back. I could be upset all I want about it, and I can fret, and that you know is what it is. Come on. But there's nothing really that I can do about. Okay, I'm starting to realize why my sentry position is like way better than this guy's sentry position, because this sucks. This is awful. Oh my gosh. All the scouts are showing up, and it's terrible. Anyway, let's try and actually have a conversation here, or, you know, do something. I don't know. I'm just so out of it. This week was a lot more rough. I can't do what I wanted to do with last week. I will not be able to recreate what I did last week, and as long as I try, I will continue to fail. Let's see how... Wow, that was pretty good. That wasn't really the best, though. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to fail. No matter how hard I try, I just won't be able to get there. Especially because this week kind of sucked, to be entirely honest with you. Just wasn't great. You know, there was a lot that went into it. There's a lot of different things. But more than, like, anything else, it just... That's funny. More than anything else, it just wasn't great. It wasn't great. And... no matter what I do today, I won't be able to live up to that. Yeah, I've been failing in many ways, in many parts, and I mean, making a video about it, complaining about it, won't really do a thing to change basically anything about it. Right? There's nothing that really can be done. And even if there could, I don't really know what it would be. And so here we are. I uploaded another video to the Golden Frying Pan Man. But like, what the heck is even that? Like, what does that even mean? What does it mean to upload to this channel? You know, what does it all mean? I don't. What's like getting into like why? No, I don't know. I have not been doing a daggone thing at all, ever, this week, basically. Get back. Get back here. You have a sentry to do stuff with. Wow, those guys are... Ow! Holy crap! Obscene. Gonna kill this scout. Okay. Oh no, a damage penalty. Oh, it's the party round. It's the party round. Why is it the party round? Because it vaguely looks like the one number. The one number that I don't think I've explained, and I don't think I ever will explain. And so that means literally nothing to anybody but me and maybe a handful of people that don't even watch this. Ah. What a... what a way to be. Recently, I got an alarm clock, right? Because I've been struggling a lot with waking up on time, you know. And so I was like, I figured it to be like, okay, you know, I've done a whole lot to. Okay, well, I just wasted that basically. Whatever, that's all right. It's fine. Basically, I figured that a big part of it, naturally, was me not being able to wake up on time was like not necessarily a lack of ability to do it, but like not necessarily the I'm gonna die and it's gonna be for nothing. Wow. It's not that like I don't have alarms or anything like that. It's that having an alarm clock in particular would force me to get up and wake up and get out of bed, and like that's my designated alarm clock, so I can you know have my phone that hi what's up. I can instead of okay, is this a Dallas? I have no idea. Instead of like focusing on my phone, and I could just have my phone wherever, and I can also have an alarm clock that's at the other side of the room, because I have a problem where I just grab my phone and then, you know, chuck it. I did it one time whenever I didn't even, like, realize. I didn't even know I did it. I didn't even wake up, and I just turned off my phone while I was asleep, right? It was honestly kind of impressive, all things considered, right? Why'd he do that? What is even going on here? Oh, spies. Yeah, that does make sense. Quit dying. Anyway. Yeah, so I figured that like getting an alarm clock would be a worthwhile investment, right? And actually, it was ridiculous. I went to a okay, bro. You're gonna die. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I'm actively he had a beggar's bazooka in his hand. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was wow, not a proud moment. Anyway, maybe not a proud moment, but still kind of a funny one. And there they go. But, yeah, I figured that it was a thing. And it was ridiculous because I wanted to go to, like, a local shop, you know, because local electronic shops definitely have existed at a time. But, like, now whenever you see, you know, electronic shop, what do you think? Oh, just go to, like, the electronics part of, like, a department store, like Walmart. Oh, there I go. Like Walmart or Meijer or, you know, Best Buy, right? Best Buy is probably the easiest answer to it. But I wanted to be a good, you know, American. I think it's important to vote with your wallet. And if you like small businesses, you should buy from small businesses. I think it's a very important thing to do. And I personally put, you know, value and stock into things like that. But something, I had a bit of a moment where I crashed out because all of the small businesses, first of all, they weren't even like remotely close to me. But even if they were closed. Why were they closed? Because I get off of work at 5 o'clock. You know when they close? At 5 o'clock. That's not how it works. You can't all just have... Oh, whoops. I don't know what to get. Anyway, yeah. Every single place is... Like, I had this problem with trying to get my hair cut. All barbershops seem to close right whenever I get off of work. Not everyone can work a 9 to 5. It pisses me off so much. Like, you're in the service industry. Okay, even the retailers, like, bro, I'm not gonna take PTO to go to your small mom and pop shop. That's not sorry, I like you, I love you, I want you to work, and I want you to stay in business, and I want to support you, but I do not want to take off time from my shift to be able to pay extra money, because it's going to be more expensive. I know it's going to be more expensive. I just know it's going to be more expensive, right? It just will be. But I'm not going to spend that extra time and money to what? Get the exact same product? Right? Like, I want to buy from these small mom and pop shops, but they do not make it easy. They actively make it difficult. Like, Walmart's open until 10 o'clock at night. Best Buy is open until like 8, right? These are places that I can go at any time. And yeah, the workers want to kill themselves, and it's notoriously awful in many different ways. I'm not arguing that, but like, most people, actually, this is, whenever I took my break, I would like try to go to grocery shopping whenever it was like the middle of the day, because I figured, oh, no one's gonna be out in the middle of the day. I'll have the entire grocery store to myself. No. You're like, oh, well, it's summer, so that's not guaranteed. No, these are like old people, like middle-aged people that should be working. It's not like it's elderly people, and it's not like it's kids. There were normal middle-aged people that were just shopping every single time I went to the grocery store. Every single time. It was full. They were busy. It was ridiculous. Because, like, beforehand, I was like, this is ridiculous. How are these places still open? It's because all of these, like, housewives... No, it wasn't even just housewives. That's the crazy thing. I do not live in a housewife neighborhood. That is not a place that I live. Everyone is working. If you are not working, you are stupid and actively like getting welfare from the government. You are working. Regardless if you are a child or an adult or a female or a male, it does not matter, you're working, right? So why are there so many people that were just at the grocery store? Who is this world made for? I don't get it. How can people just like am I the one who has bad hours? Am I the one who has crazy hours? Is that what I'm learning? That my job is just like, oh no, having to work from 7:15 until 4:30, or is that no, opposite. 7:30 to 4:15 is we're really like killing you there. I thought that those were like normal hours. I thought that was fine. Maybe the 45-minute lunch was a little bit weird, because it would be like, just give us either 30 minutes and 2 15-minute breaks, or, an hour. But whatever. I'm not picky. I don't care. But, like, am I getting taken advantage of? What's happening? I don't get this. How are people able to do this? And what's worse is, like, all the big companies, they're fine. They'll just stay up a little bit later, But I don't want to buy from the big companies. I want to buy from, like, the small mom and pop shop. But all the small mom and pop shops are closed. They're all closed. And so I had to just bite the bullet and decide, oh, hey, I'm sick, I'm tired, I don't care, I'm just going to go to Target. So I went to Target. Cool, look at the rain blower. So I went to Target afterwards. After I went to downtown and nowhere was open, and I crashed out, and then I was like, okay, and so I went to Target. I drove all the way to Target. And I get there and I buy it, and it's whatever. It's fine. It's good. It's a good time. All right. It's Target, to be fair. Not a whole lot. What the? Hey, bro. Looking a little lost there. Anyway, as I was saying, I bought an alarm clock. Alright, to fix. And I also bought a remote, but that's not important to the story. I bought an alarm clock, and I went and I brought it home and I set it up and everything like that. And I woke up this morning to the alarm clock because I set it up right. Oh, that might be a spy. I set up the alarm clock, and it was fine, and it was good, and everything was all right, you know. And then I went to sleep, and you know what I did in the morning? You know what I did in the morning? Oh, that's kind of embarrassing. That's a little embarrassing, guys. I woke up to the alarm clock, and it didn't fix it. I still just went back to bed because really the problem wasn't the alarm clock. It never was. The problem was me. You're a spy, aren't you? Nope, you're not. Ow. Why? What is going on over here? Well, what's going on over here? Yeah, the problem was never the alarm clock. It really wasn't. I'd love to say that it was, but the problem wasn't the alarm clock. The problem was me. The problem's been me. You know, I wake up. I wake up, and then, ow, and then, what the... Anyway, yeah, as I woke up, I looked at the ceiling and I'm like, hey, I might be depressed because this doesn't feel good or okay or like I want to get out of bed at all. And it was in a way not more than just like, cool, that's good for him. It was more than just like, this is a little bit like I don't want to wake up. It was like I don't really want to do anything at all, and I know that I need to do things, and I feel like I should do things, and then I just didn't want to do it, and I didn't do it, and I haven't done it, and I haven't done it in a while, and it's been like a downward slope, momentum, negative momentum, not what you want to see, not what you want to hear, but it is what it is. So I guess we deal with it, and we move on, and we hopefully get better. Anyway, have a good week.